everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to StarCraft II Wings of Liberty campaign. So, in the last episode, we stole an artifact from the Dominion, and now we just have to wait for our ship to come and take us off this horrible planet. Unfortunately, that might be a little bit more complicated than it sounds. Now, before I get started, I just want to note two things. One of which you may have already noticed. I have an awesome new microphone, so hopefully from here on out, the audio quality of everything I make will be better. And the other thing is that I've already attempted to record this mission a couple of times now, and for one reason or another, it has failed. So I am now attempting yet again to record this mission. That does mean that I have to go back to the mission archives to replay a previously completed mission. But it should play exactly the same time, same as the first time, except that my commentary will be a little bit different accordingly. But I already have played through this game before, a couple of years ago, as I mentioned, so it's not like I have any spoilers or anything that I didn't already have. So it won't change anything material. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
I've got transport coming to pick us up. All we gotta do is sit tight.
Don't sound too hard. I figure we earned ourselves a little R&R.
Commander, I'm detecting a massive concentration of Zerg biosignatures landing at the abandoned dig site.
I should have known it. Damn you, Tychus.
I swear, man, I didn't know nothing about no Zerg.
Given their current course, the Zerg will overrun this location within the hour.
Hell. We gotta hold out long enough for extraction. If we man the bunkers and hold those two bridges as long as we can, we just might stand a chance. We're gonna have a real fight on our hands here.
I've been in plenty of holdouts before.
Not against the Zerg, you ain't.
I'm not going to defend it the way they suggested. I've got a much better plan, I believe. They want to hold those two choke points, but there's actually one central choke point that we can retreat back to. This is going to be very hard. The last time I only barely made it through. So this is... I'm going to take every advantage I can get. And there's going to be a lot happening here. It's going to be tough to explain everything in good timing. Things are going to kick off quite quickly. So... please bear with me a little bit as I struggle to explain everything in a reasonable amount of time. Alright, so the first step is to just get minerals mining and Vespene gas up, because we're going to need medics as soon as possible. And some Terran buildings can lift off, like the barracks. It's unique for the Terrans. Only some buildings can do it. I'm going to lift the barracks off to move it back from the front line so that I have more room for defenses. And I'm going to retreat from these two choke points back to this main ramp, so I can use it as a single choke point to force all enemy troops up through it. And I need to get an SCV up here immediately to start building some defenses. As soon as I have it... Okay, I have enough Vespene. I need to start training some medics. There's going to be some people I have an option to rescue, and I need to have a party ready, available, who are capable of leaving the base and not getting killed. That means that I'm going to need medics in the mix to heal up any injured. As soon as this SCV is done with this bunker, I'm going to have him build a supply depot, which will function as a door to my base. I'll build it... There come the Zerg. It automatically moved my camera so I could see the Zerg.
Here they come! Lock and load!
There they come. Zerglings are these little ones here. They're fast, cheap, light cannon fodder units that build two at a time. And this heavier guy here is a Roach, which is a heavy, tanky, frontline kind of unit. Although all Zerg units are expendable and relatively cheap. That's just how the Zerg operate. They swarm you with mass amounts of cheap units. And then they wear down your defenses over time.
To anyone hearing this message, we're pinned down near Backwater Station. Please assist. Move it!
Okay, so these Rebel fighters are over here. We can see that they're just up the road from our position. It's not very far to go. We don't need all that much to make it there successfully, but we do need sufficient forces or else everybody is just going to get wiped out and it's going to be horrible. I need to start increasing my supply because I'm building lots of SCVs, I'm going to be building lots of troops, and I'm going to cap out on supply really quickly. So I'm going to get my SCV down here working on that preventatively. I don't think I've mentioned yet that we have this building now called the Engineering Bay, which we can use for upgrades. Pretty soon I'm going to want to upgrade my weapons and armor for my infantry there. And we also have this new building, which is the missile turret, and it's an anti-air defense, which we are going to be attacked by mutalisks in not too long. Mutalisks are the basic air unit for the Zerg, and then the missile turrets are really going to shine.
Multiple air bogies detected. ETA, right the hell now.
Okay, so, speaking of mutalisks, here they come. I'm going to send this small party of Marines out of my base to try and rescue these rebel fighters over here. Oh, I lost one.
Base is
Not
under
optimal,
attack.
but should be okay. Pull him back, pull him. Oh, no. I lost two, but that's not too bad. Here are the mutalisks. They were just doing battle with the turret, and oh, this bunker is taking some serious damage. I need an SCV up there to repair it right away. I'm just gonna grab these guys.
Thought we were gunners there.
And I need to run them back to base as quickly as I can before they get killed out there. And I need to keep training additional units. I need to start upgrading my weapons. And I always need to train more SCVs, or else I'm going to quickly run out of resources. I'm almost supply blocked. That's what happens when you run out of supply and can no longer train units. So I need to build more supply depots. I should have started building one already, but I forgot to in all the commotion. And I need to start increasing my air defenses as well, because they are woefully insufficient to deal with the amount of mutalisks that will be attacking us later. I also need to keep my mobile army right up close behind my defensive line so that they can fire over my defenses and help out a little bit while they're just standing there.
Mayday, mayday! We're trapped by the Zerg! They're burrowed all around us! If you can reach us, please help!
So now this is a second group of rebel fighters. You can see in the upper left-hand corner of the screen we have two objectives. A main objective we must complete at all costs, which is hold out for evacuation, and a bonus objective, which is to rescue all groups of rebels. And it tells us that there are 3 potential groups of rebels to rescue. So after this next Zerg push, I am going to start trying to rescue the second group of rebels. And now, okay, now I need to make a break for it. Bolt for them as quickly as possible, get this one last medic out the door before I close it, and now run quickly for the rebels before the Zerg attack again. Because if my guys get caught outside of the base by enemy Zerg forces, I will take heavy, if not total, casualties. So I need to be very quick about this, and very smart about when and where I attack.
Are you a sight for sore eyes? Hold up, we're coming with you!
So you notice that I ran out the left side, and I'm coming back the left side right after they attacked through there. Their next attack should come from the right, I think, because I believe they are alternating what path they take. So by coming and going out the way they just came, see, here comes the second attack from the right, it helps ensure that I don't get caught off guard by this group that's coming. And I need to get my guys up towards the front line of the defenses so that they can help out a little bit more. There we go. I can also afford to put a few Marines into this bunker right here. Not an SCV. I did not mean to put an SCV in the bunker. And I need to keep training more troops. I can upgrade my armor now. I'm supply blocked again because I keep forgetting to pay attention to that, so I need to build some more supply depots.
Additional supply
I need to
depots
train some more
deployed.
SCVs. I need basically more of everything. And there is one more group of rebels that will be coming. They have not announced themselves over the radio yet, but I need to prepare for them. I need to keep building up my air defenses, which are woefully insufficient. In fact, I'm really worried now because it's been a while since the last air attack. And so that's probably the next thing that's coming. And what else do I need to do? Oh, in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you can see the timer up here showing 10:45 right now. And that shows how long we've got until the next attack. Or until the evacuation, I mean. So, oh, I can see on the mini-map in the lower left, here come the mutalisks. So I need to deal with that but it looks like I have just enough defenses. I did lose an SCV. When Mutalisks attack, they have splash damage, which makes them great against groups of small units. It also means that when they attack these turrets that are trying to kill them, that they can do damage to the SCVs repairing.
A ride's on its way.
So I'm building more layers of bunkers to house more units. I also need to build some backup layers of bunkers elsewhere in my base, because if the Zerg get behind my front lines, then it could be bad. Oh, I have no SCVs up here repairing. If the Zerg get behind my front lines, then it could be disastrous for me right now.
We need immediate support. Hostiles all around us. Is anyone out there?
Okay, here comes the third group of people. So I'm gonna run out with this force quickly and try and just make it as fast as I can to the enemy. I have all my weapons and armor upgrades completed. The Zerg are currently attacking down the right-hand side, so that gives me an opening to come up the left. That is a spine crawler. It's a static defense. It's a Zerg building, but all Zerg buildings are also alive. That I just blew up was a Hydralisk, which is a long-ranged damage unit. It's physically weak.
Thanks for the assist. We're with you, Raynor.
So it needs to be defended by cannon fodder like Zerglings and tankier things like roaches.
Armed and ready.
Zerglings, roaches, and Hydralisks are the mainstay of the Zerg army. They are the big things you have to worry about. As well as you may have seen, I'll try and point it out again when it comes on the screen, the little green thing attacking my defenses, called a Baneling. It's essentially a moving sack of acid that can burn through your structures. And it does great damage to structures and to large masses of light units. Now, I have my guys in the upper left-hand corner. I'm not recalling them because I'm waiting for the next Zerg wave to come. After the next Zerg wave comes, then I'm going to move out with them. But I don't want to move out before, because then I'm just going to get blindsided by the Zerg and all my guys are going to die. And that would not be very good. I need to keep building turrets because there are worrisome amounts of Mutalisks coming in from the sides, and I need to actually I need to get my army back here soon. Oh, they can come in behind this attack wave.
Roger that.
Base is under attack.
I need to get my army back here in time for populating all of the backup bunkers in my base.
Roger that. Go, go, go!
So that if the Zerg manage to get any units behind my front lines via airdrops or something like that, then I will be able to take care of it with Marines safely housed in bunkers. So like, here's a bunker defending my production facilities, and I'm going to put some Marines in there. And then I need to take 4 Marines and put it in the bunker defending my mineral line. I also should have a bunker defending my supply depots, and I should have a bunker up here defending my engineering bay and my turrets. I also need even more turrets protecting me against potential air attacks.
Base is under attack.
Hold out just a little longer. We'll be getting out of here soon.
So we have to hold out for less than 5 minutes now, as we can see from the timer in the upper right-hand corner. And I can keep filling all of these bunkers, all of these backup bunkers, with Marines, so that I am safe against the potential drops. I could also dot some turrets around my base, but I think I need my SCVs to actually build more layers of redundant bunkers, actually. I think that's more important right now.
In the rear with the gear.
Because if the Zerg do manage to bust through my front line, I will die unless I have additional lines. And I can build more supply depots. I can build my supply depots so that they form a wall around my mineral line too. And I need to move my units up so that... Oh, I filled this bunker with all medics. They can't shoot, so that's not a particularly great idea. Oh, prioritize this bunker on the left! This medic's in the way! Oh, dang it. So when a building gets low on health, then it automatically explodes. Or it starts burning. And it explodes when it's finished burning. Unless you can repair it in time. I think below half health, structures start to burn. So that's why I needed to get to repairing that so quickly. And I need to position these Marines to hop into the bunker as soon as possible when it's completed. This bunker on the right may not complete if they destroy the SCV, but... Nope. Okay, they haven't destroyed the SCV. Things are getting repaired. I need to get this SCV loaded into the bunker. You might have seen on the right-hand side of the bunkers there. I'm trying to get this SCV back inside my base, but I think I'll just leave him there because he's kind of trapped by these buildings. You might have seen on the right here where this blood spatter is, the enemy airdropped into my base. They're doing it again here. This is why I have those bunkers. They only airdrop a couple Zerglings at a time, so it would only start to be problematic if I didn't already have some static defenses dotted around. But the small numbers of units they're sending in at any given time are easily dealt with by just the smallest of static defenses.
That's fine.
I need to fill this bunker with some Marines, and I need to get more Marines towards the front line. You can see these guys in the back bunkers are able to fire. After this mission, we're going to get an option to upgrade the range on bunkers. I'll just point out this is one situation where upgrading... This is a good situation where upgrading range would be helpful.
Just hold on. Cavalry's on the way.
Because it would mean these back bunkers could do more.
No rush.
Oh crap! We've got a hole in we've got a breach in the defenses. We have a breach in the defenses. I need to retreat some Marines back to these bunkers. There's no way I can possibly fix the bunkers or restore any defense. I've just got to hold out. I only need to hold out technically for 20 seconds. I can be right on the edge of death, having almost everybody dead, and I still am victorious if I hold out 10 more seconds, and there's no way they're going to get all the way in here in 4 seconds. So, I've won. Oh, that was a little better than last time, which you didn't get to see, unfortunately. But still not great. This is our ship, the Hyperion, coming in to rescue us. It's going to pick us up, and it's going to destroy a ton of Zerg. Look at how many Zerg there are now. And this is only a small fraction, the first responders to the Zerg. The Zerg can send many times
Cavalry's
this.
arrived. Anyone still alive down there?
Good to see you, Matt. Welcome to the party.
Glad we made it in time, sir. Now let's get you boys out of there.
Alright. So, we completed the mission. 20 minutes 12 of mission time. Well, that's not an accurate time. I would say it's been much less, more like 16 minutes, but whatever. So, we've completed that. And now, we can check out the armory, which is unlocked after this mission. Because now that we're on the Hyperion, we have access to a bunch of stuff. There was also this cinematic, which is supposed to play after the mission, but because I had to go back, it hasn't played for us. But I can play it again, so that everybody can see it.
Damn, Jimmy. You've been holding out on me.
Cutting it pretty close there, Matt.
Never left you hanging before, sir.
Fair enough. Just get us the hell out of here.
All batteries, concentrate forward firepower. Spin up drives 2 and 6. All hands brace for warp jump on my mark. Mark.
What the hell happened? We ain't seen the Zerg in years. Why attack Marsara now?
It's not just Marsara. You need to see this.
Zerg Swarm launched a full-scale attack.
Devastation spread throughout all Outer Rim planets. Sustained heavy losses.
Casualties in the billions.
Minutes ago, the Zerg attacked a Dominion military research facility.
Sweet Mother mercy.
New exclusive video footage confirms the Queen of Blades is in fact leading the swarm.
That's Sarah Kerrigan, infested. She goes by Queen of Blades. That's his love interest. Before, at least, before she was infested by the Zerg. Now it's complicated.
We always knew she'd be back, but what's she after? She's come to finish the job.
And the job is killing everyone and everything. Already billions dead. It's not looking good. So at any rate, now we have the Hyperion available to us. Only part of it, though. You can see in the lower portion of the screen that there is the armory, the bridge, the cantina, and the lab. We can't go to the cantina and the lab yet, but we do have access to the armory where we can upgrade our units, and the bridge, which is what we're looking at now, the headquarters for our operation. So real quick, let's talk to some of the people that are in here. Here's Stepman.
Sir, any chance you'll get the lab up and running soon? That'd be great.
Stepman runs the lab when we have it available to us, which I think will probably be after the next mission.
Just how bad is it, Matt?
Zerg are attacking all over the sector, sir. Mengsk pulled the fleet back to protect the Dominion core worlds, leaving the fringe worlds to fend for themselves. It's a nightmare.
There's no way we can stop an alien invasion with one capital ship and a handful of volunteers.
Best we just stay clear, partner. We can earn ourselves a fortune working for Mobius while this whole thing blows over.
You don't get it, convict. This isn't gonna just blow over. The Zerg won't stop until we're all dead.
Don't worry, Matt. We ain't sitting this one out. But we're not exactly in tip-top shape either. We'll earn some cash and build up our forces so we can make a difference when it counts.
And that's why he's the leader.
One hell of a ship you got here, Jimmy. How'd you get a hold of a floating palace like this?
The Hyperion was Mengsk's flagship back in the day. Me and Matt decided to borrow her when we parted company with him. This old baby's seen us through some tight spots.
Speaking of tight spots, Tychus, why are you still wearing that suit on my bridge?
Yeah, what'd you bust the zipper or something?
Okay, so I might have had a little help when I broke out of prison. Let's just say it came at a price. I get to stay locked up in this suit till I pay off all my debts.
And who's collecting those debts? Who sprung you?
Them Mobius boys, of course. I didn't just run into them in a museum, you know. They want them artifacts something fierce.
Your debts better not bite us in the ass, Tychus. Covering for your shenanigans ain't part of the deal.
Of course, if the Mobius Foundation did spring Tychus, and he was indebted to them, then they wouldn't need to offer him any money for retrieving these artifacts. He'd simply be working off his debts. Now, if they wanted Raynor to help, then they may have to offer to pay Raynor, but Raynor is just a total extra that Tychus came up with. The Mobius Foundation offered Tychus money if he could retrieve any artifacts. Raynor's just the way he found to do it. So, why would they offer him money if he owes them the debt? If he owes them the debt. So then we also have the armory, and it's run here by Swan.
Upgrading what we got is all well and good, but when are we getting new hardware? A lot of gaps in our inventory right now.
Sometimes we take a job with some kind of new hardware, and I get a schematic for it so we can make more of them. The plans for other stuff, we gotta either beg, borrow, or steal.
What that means is that basically at the end of every mission, we will unlock additional units, one per mission. I don't know if that's true for every mission off the top of my head, but it is true for most missions. And then we have upgrades here. Now, because I have done this previously, the upgrades are already selected, but I can still walk through the basics of them, which is that right now we can do one upgrade to our base, specifically to the bunker. Well, we had two options. We could either increase the range of all units in the bunker, or we could increase the number of slots to hold units in the bunker. And for infantry, we could upgrade either stim packs, which allows Marines to sacrifice health and attack and move faster and deal, do they deal additional damage? No. They just fire and move 50% faster for 15 seconds. And then Combat Shield, which increases their base life. And the Medic has advanced medic facilities, which means that medics no longer require the Tech Lab add-on. This is useful especially because we have an add-on, I think I forgot to specifically mention it, but the reactor, which we saw originally in the second mission, the Dominion had it, it allows Marines to be built 2 at a time. But when the medics don't need the Tech Lab, then they could also be built through the reactor, which means they could be built 2 at a time. And the other possible upgrade for medics is the Stabilizer med packs, which allows them to heal more efficiently and faster. So I chose to go with the bunker upgrade that increases the additional slots that the bunker can have. So now bunkers can hold additional units. And I also upgraded stim packs, so I can sacrifice health to be able to move and fire faster on my Marines. One nice thing about this is that it works well with medics, because when Marines are sacrificing their health, the medics are restoring that health. So if you have enough medics for your Marines, then it's basically free. It's just a short dip in your attack damage. So those are the upgrades I got. You can see we have 0 credits available. I spent all of the money that I collected during the last 2 missions, but in future missions we can get more money for more upgrades. So now quickly before ending the episode, let's have a look and see basically what's available for the next episode.
What's our general status, Matt?
We've picked up a distress call from the planet Agria. There's a colony there under attack by the Zerg. Your convict buddy Tychus lined up a mission retrieving another artifact. It's on a Protoss shrine world called Monolith.
Now we haven't met the Protoss yet, but we could in the next mission. Or we could also go to Agria and battle even more Zerg to try and help the survivors escaping the colony there. So, we'll see what we do in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there. Oh, he's right there! Oh god, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way! Oh. That could have saved me. Oh, good times right now.